How high blood sugar shortens your life, part 2. High blood sugar and cardiovascular and kidney disease. Hi, I'm Dr. James Machino. High blood sugar increases your risk for heart attack, stroke, other cardiovascular complications, kidney disease, chronic renal failure. People don't realize this. Why? Because when you have more blood sugar or blood glucose in your bloodstream, it starts to sugarcoat the proteins that are in your blood as well, and it converts them into what are called age proteins, advanced glycosylated end products. Glycosylated means sugar-coated. So you start to get these sugar-coated protein crystals forming in the bloodstream. And these age proteins then cause inflammation in the blood vessel wall, and inflammation in the blood vessel wall increases the risk of heart attack and stroke, phlebitis, and other vascular problems. When that happens, when there is that inflammation when you have these crystals forming in the blood vessel wall, inflammation is kicking in, the liver responds by secreting a protein called C-reactive protein. So high blood levels of C-reactive protein, or CRP as we call it, are an indication that there's a lot of inflammation in the body. So knowing your fasting glucose level is important. Also knowing your CRP level is also important. If they're both elevated, I can tell you, you likely have inflammation in your blood vessel wall that's going to shorten your lifespan due to some kind of cardiovascular problem, or you're going to develop chronic renal failure, you're going to need dialysis or a kidney transplant, and/or you're going to go blind. So how does this happen in the kidneys and in the eyes? Well, these sugar-coated proteins can lodge in the small blood vessels in the kidneys or in the back of the eye where the arterioles are really small. And when it does that, it can shut the kidneys down. You can't filter toxins out of the blood anymore. You end up in renal failure, where you need dialysis or maybe even a kidney transplant. That's why diabetics end up with chronic renal failure. They have high blood sugar, sugar coats proteins, and it starts to form these crystals, and it can damage the kidney tubules and the blood vessels. Diabetics often go blind because they're causing eye damage from the buildup of these crystals as well. And also they tend to have higher cholesterol levels in addition to that. So in the back of the eye, when these crystals form, it creates macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in the people over 50 years old. So there's 3 vital blood tests that you have that'll really tell you a lot about how you're doing with respect to blood vessel inflammation, sugar coating proteins, and your blood sugar management. What you need to know is, what is your fasting glucose level? What's your fasting C-reactive protein? And what is your fructosamine level? Fructosamine is a measure of how much have you been sugar coating your proteins over a long period of time. So it gives you a sort of a snapshot of what's been going on over a longer period of time. Just knowing your blood sugar level, fructosamine tells you how is your blood sugar regulation being over a number of months. Here's what I want you to do. Click on the link below, read my short review article on this topic. It's important because I want you to learn the ideal blood levels for longevity of those 3 blood tests. And once you have them in front of you, next time you have your annual physical, get your blood test done, make sure your doctor orders those 3 tests, and then ask him for the values so you can compare them to the chart I'm giving you, so you'll make sure you're not just in a medically accepted range. I want you to be in the ideal range, so the chance of you having a serious vascular, kidney, or eye problem down the road is kept to a minimum. Now, at machinohealth.com, you'll also see my other research review papers. You'll see footage from my live professional seminars. You'll see downloads, videos, and other resources I've created. They're all there for free to help you lead a long, healthy, functional life. My research review papers and teaching materials are complete with all the scientific references. So you'll see you're only getting evidence-based information from me on any health topic that you're looking for. So you should use machinohealth.com as an ongoing, reliable resource of health and wellness information for both you and your family. Thanks so much for watching.